Welcome back. I'm here finishing up chart 19.3, therefore, consequently, and so. So please take a look at these two sentences. Maria didn't like her job, period. Therefore, comma, she decided to study accounting. I want to show you a few things about this. First, what we've already learned. Therefore, it doesn't connect two sentences. So with after job, I'll use a period, start with a capital letter. Another thing is that when I use therefore, I usually use a comma. There are some times where you will see it without a comma, but it's always safe to put a comma. So my suggestion is when you use therefore, use commas. If you, and your book says use commas. So it's a safe way to go. Now, the thing that I wanted to teach you more about therefore is that therefore can come in different places in a sentence. So, as we've seen, it can come at the beginning. But I could also say, she decided, I could say, she, therefore, decided to study accounting. Or we could say, she decided, comma, therefore, comma, to study accounting. Or I could say, she decided to study accounting, comma, therefore. So, if you look here, you'll notice that therefore can come in a few different places. It can come here at the beginning, or it can come after the subject, or it can come after the verb, or it can come at the end. So, therefore can come at the beginning. Maria didn't like her job. Therefore, comma, she decided to study accounting. It can come after the subject. Maria didn't like her job. She, comma, therefore, comma, decided to study accounting. It can come after the verb. Maria didn't like her job. She decided, comma, therefore, comma, to study accounting. And it can come at the very end. Maria didn't like her job. She decided to study accounting, therefore. Two things that I want to tell you about this. The last one is rare. Usually, you won't see therefore at the end of a sentence. It's correct, but you don't see it very often. That's one thing I want to tell you about that. The other thing is, this is only, this consequently can come in different places in the sentence like therefore, but usually it doesn't. Consequently nearly always comes at the beginning of a sentence. So, if you want my suggestion, I would say feel free to move therefore around, especially at the beginning, after a subject or after a verb. At the end, like I said, it's kind of unusual, so you may not want to do it. Consequently, on the other hand, I would just use it at the beginning. There are some times where it will just sound kind of funny or awkward if it comes in a different place. So here, let me write that here. Suggestion. Consequently, can also come in different places but it's unusual. I suggest using it at the beginning. Okay. So, anything more I want to tell you? One more small thing. Consequently and therefore and so all mean the same thing. So consequently, therefore and so, they all mean the same thing. Therefore and consequently work differently from so because they don't join sentences together. One other thing to know is that consequently is kind of old-fashioned and more formal. So you might want to use it for writing papers for college, or if you want to just show that you have an education, and you want to show, oh, I can use consequently. It's more formal and more, and yeah, more old-fashioned. And but we usually don't use it when we're talking. You'll hear it sometimes, probably, but pretty unusual. Tends to be more old-fashioned, more formal. Okay, I think that's everything I have to tell you about therefore, consequently, and so.